Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
65.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But you look at this Bronco defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Pat Surtain up to make the play. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, fighting through. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Quick throw caught on line by Renfro. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
21. Here we go.
Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11.
They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, the Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Well, 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Raiders defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue. Season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And here comes Abdullah on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And still fighting. Still going. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, here's Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On second down, Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Hey, gun. Flag!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll let this go for Adams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed out right, and he'll go down at the 28. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 66 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
14, got it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
York able to send this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a give to Jacobs running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
21. Hey, away. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down, Wilson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the draw, here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. When you think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to him. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Garoppolo now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Quick throw, finding Dulcich. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wilson. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. After going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Pushes him over. Stopped by Jacorian Bennett.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now 2nd and 5. Wilson wants to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Throwing is Wilson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Garoppolo. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now, hang on here. We got an injured player. Oh, boy, it's the quarterback. That's Jimmy Garoppolo who's shaken up. We're week 18. This is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Okay, ready? Go, Jack. Go, Jack.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Wait. Well, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go right now. Movement here, guys. Shut them down.
Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.